Hi, welcome to wringing out your stress, right? Yoga for wringing out stress. We're going to do exactly that. We're going to do some twisting and some turning and some breathing while we move and just kind of focus on getting into those parts of our body where we might hold stress. And that's all. Stress is something that in small doses can be good, but in large doses, which is the way we function as a society for the most part, right? We work. Um, it does tend to those chemicals that are released in our body does tend to kind of break down our sleeping, our patience, our focus, our health. And so when we can reduce stress, we're actually increasing all those other things. So it definitely doesn't hurt. So meet me on the mat. You don't need a single prop. Just you and your mat and your breath. Go ahead and come to a comfortable seated position. Whatever that means to you, you can plop a blanket under your sit bones. You can sit in a chair. I want you to just come into a comfortable place. That is step one of just releasing stress. Let your hands just rest on your knees. Take a big deep breath in through your nose and then sigh it out through your mouth. Maybe your shoulders drop down another inch. Maybe you didn't even realize they were up there. Do it again. Breathe in through your nose. That's okay. Out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Imagine your heart reaching tall up towards the sky. Your spine gets long. And on an exhale, imagine your shoulder blades drawing and sliding and melting and relaxing down your back. So you feel tall, but relaxed, not stiff. Allow your eyes to close. And then just check in with this moment. If anything comes up, let that come up. Thoughts, emotions. Sometimes the minute we stop and realize how we feel is when those emotions can sometimes well up. I can't tell you how many times I've sat down to start my yoga class and boom, all of a sudden, the minute I froze from being so busy or stressed, everything came up. But you know what? It came up and it came out. So just let it, whatever it is, let it be. Let it flow. Let it come. Don't suppress. Don't push anything down. Just be with yourself and your emotions for just a second. If you're angry, scream, yell, let it out, grunt, moan, ugh, whatever you have to say, get it out. If you just want peace and quiet and you just want to sit and hear the silence inside your head, then just do that. We're going to do a breath. We're going to start off with breath work. 4, 7, 8. 4 counts in. Hold for 7. Exhale for 8. This sends a very calming signal to our brain and our bodies, and it's going to help just settle you into this place. So feel your sit bones settling on the mat. Go ahead and exhale all your air out. Then you're going to inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep going. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go ahead and do it on your own, counting in your head at your pace. So your pace could be slower. It might need to be faster. do one more round, finishing up where you are currently and doing a complete other round. And then just allow your breath to come into its natural rhythm. Once you have finished and you're in your natural breathing pattern, notice how you feel. We're just noticing. You can keep your eyes closed and move, or you can open your eyes. Inhaling, palms go out and up, reaching up towards the sky. Shoulders stay down. Exhaling, palms turn out and come down. Inhale, palms go up. We're going to twist to the right. Exhale, left arm comes to the outside of your knee. Turning all the way, chin over your back shoulder. Stay there for one inhale and exhale. And then come back to the beginning, the middle. Exhale, other side. Big breath in and out here. On an inhale, come back to the center. One more time. Exhale, twisting. Long spine, shoulders down. Twisting, getting into our twist. So we don't need to go super deep into this. We're going to twist a whole lot in the next few minutes. So we can take this one easy. Inhale, coming back to the center. Exhale, palms out. Fingertips are going to go down to the sides of your body. So they're out a little bit away from your body. Keep your right hand down. We're going to start to slide it out to the side. Left hand's going to come up and over. And we're going to keep that left hip firmly planted in the ground while we reach the left arm over. You might want to start to bend into this. You can flatten your palm looking up. We're imagining length and space between our ribs and our hip. Pressing the hip down, lifting the ribs up and away. Maybe you look up towards the sky. Maybe you check in to see if your shoulder has clenched up towards your ear. We have a tendency to do that naturally. It's normal. Go ahead and allow it. Give it permission just to come down and just to like chill out and relax. Is your jaw relaxed? Check in with that. Jaw. Inhale, come up to the top in the center. Drop your left hand. Reach over with your right. Maybe walk those fingers out. Planting that right hip firmly into the ground so that you can find all that space in between your right ribs and your right hip. Looking up. Shoulders drawing down. It doesn't need to go anywhere. We're just looking for space here. Inhale, back to the center. Go ahead and take this right side one more time. Inhale up, left side. Move in a little bit faster. Inhale up. Twisting to let's go to the right again. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale to the center, exhale to the left. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, stretching over. Let's see which way did we go. We went to the right. Inhale up to the center, exhale to the left. Inhale up to the center one more time, twisting both sides, and then side stretch, your pace. Moving with your breath, still inhaling when you reach up, exhaling when you twist or bend. And then meet me in the center. Take your hands on the outside of your knees, bring your knees together. And if you are not facing the front of your mat, if you're facing the side like me, shoop, turn towards the front of your mat. So part of getting rid of stress is having fun. You just got to have fun sometimes. So we're going to rock and roll. And we're going to rock and roll on our back, and we are going to do it 3 times. On the 3rd time, we are going to come to a standing position. We are not going to use our hands. You know what might happen? We might fall. And you know what else? That's totally fine. It's totally fine. It's part of that non-judgment. It's part of it's just yoga. Nobody's going to judge you. You shouldn't judge you. It is just a thing. And you know what? You might not fall. And that's great too. Have fun with it. Rock and roll. Let it feel good on your spine. And then come to a standing position. And if you need to use your hands to get up, then for goodness sakes, use your hands. It's totally fine. But what I want you to do is I want you to start with a tall spine and a smile on your face. Okay, let's start there. Put your hands behind your knees. All right, we're sitting nice and tall. We're just going to curl our spine and rock and roll until we come back up to a seated position. And then on the third time, you're just going to stand up. You're going to reach forward and stand up. If you got to use those hands, use your hands. Ready? Inhale, smiling. Exhale, roll. And then come to a seated position. My back popped. Anyone else? Roll. 2. 3. Here we go. We're going to stand up. Standing up. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, slight bend in your knees. Fold forward. You can bend your knees. Actually, I said a slight bend. You can bend them as much as you want. What I want you to do, though, is let go of your neck. Let your neck fall down. Let your neck relax. Let the top of your head draw towards the ground. Check in with your jaw. Let your arms hang like monkey arms, just swaying. You can hold your elbows if you want. You can put your hands on your knees. Your shins, not your knees, if you want. I firmly believe that we are happy when we are upside down. I've been studying this theory since I was about 5. I was an upside down kid. I lived upside down. I love being upside down. I still love it. And it's been, 40 years. So, since I started going upside down. So we're getting all this extra blood flow to our brains. Big inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, let your arms come to your side, palms facing the front of your mat, to mountain pose. Imagine your feet rooting into the ground. Imagine actual roots growing out of your feet and into the ground. Now your head and your neck grow tall, so your spine gets longer. You might even actually get taller, right? You might not realize that you're not standing quite as tall as you normally could. Now, allow yourself to stand tall and allow the feeling of standing tall and proud to affect how you feel inside. Allow that tall position, that proud position, to give you confidence. Allow your feet being firmly planted into the ground to give you strength and stability. What if you just imagine it? It might not happen today, but imagine what that feels like. I want you to step way back on your mat, about 3 feet, and we're going to face the long side of our mat. It doesn't matter which way you step. We're going to come the same way both times so that we're facing each other. We're going to move into what I'm calling starfish pose. So I want you to inhale, arms go up, heart goes up. Maybe your head goes up. What feels good? What feels right? Shoulders come down. Now, this is a very open pose, so I want you to keep a smile on your face. Keep that confident feeling in your body. It's very vulnerable, open, but be proud of exactly who you are. Drop your worries, drop your baggage, drop your stress, drop your anxiety, just for this moment. Anything you need to think about or worry about. It will be there later, but do you need it? Big inhale. Exhale, turn your right toes towards the front of the mat. We're moving into Warrior 2. Arms are parallel with the ground. Look over that front right hand. Big inhale. Exhale, straighten your leg, arms come up. Grab your wrist. Find that length in the right ribs. Exhaling. Inhaling, coming down into Warrior 2. We're just going to go back and forth, breathing in when we come into Warrior 2 and out when we straighten. In through your nose, out. Find your own flow through those, breathing and moving. One more time. Go meeting in Warrior 2. We're going to go into side angle, so our elbow is going to drop on top of our thigh. Our left arm is reaching up and over. So imagine those fingertips to the blade of that back foot is one long, long line. These bottom ribs are reaching up. When these bottom ribs come up, You get more space right here. And this shoulder is still drawing down your back. We're going to go from here into reverse triangle. So extending our leg, dropping our back arm, reaching up, maybe looking up towards our hand. Exhale is here. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, dropping it back. Inhale. Exhale. Let your inhales and exhales be nice and long. So inhale, 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 inhale. Exhale, 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 exhale. Move through that on your own a little bit. When you're done with your next round, meet me back in Warrior Two. We're gonna revolve into a crescent lunge. So just sweeping that back arm, that left arm forward, turning our hips towards the front of the mat. Inhale. Now we're gonna move into Warrior Three. Exhale. Balancing. I'm gonna give you an option here. You can move up into Warrior Three, step back into a crescent, or you can move up into a curtsy with your arms going behind you. So your knee comes behind the knee. You don't touch that toe, and then you step back. You can even alternate. You can go Warrior Three, inhale, crescent, curtsy, exhale, inhale, crescent. I leave it up to you. Move at your own pace. Go ahead and go through that for me. Inhaling, crescent. Do one more round on your own. Meet me back in a crescent when you're done. Now from here, we're going to lift that back leg up. We're coming into eagle. So inhale, bringing your left leg forward. Let's cross over first. So we're crossing it all the way over. Then we're going to give ourselves a hug with our left arm underneath. Right? I'm going to back up a little bit. And then we're bringing our eagle arms in. All right. Ooh. Find your drishti, find your spot, find your focal point. Help you keep your balance. And we're going to, this is going to be our exhale. On an inhale, we're going to open up to half moon. So the left leg goes back, left arm goes up, reaching for the ground. That's our inhale. Exhale, we're going to return to eagle. Exhale. Left arm under. Squeezing it out. Really squeeze it out. Feel the broadening between your shoulder blades. Inhale. Continue to move at your own pace with your breath. Exhale. That bottom leg is really working. One more time. Last eagle, inhale, leg comes up, hands come at your side. Whoo, that standing leg. Exhale, fold forward. Oh. Bend your knees, swing it out, shake it out. Inhale, reaching your arms all the way up. Exhale, arms at your side, heart reaches up. Finding that strong, stable, confident mountain pose. I want you to feel that confidence. Feel that strength. Feel your feet pressing into the ground and your head reaching for the sky. Inhale, filling up all of your lungs. Deeply. Sighing it out through your mouth with power. One more time. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Big, deep inhale. Exhale, stepping out, same side, facing the same side, starfish. Right from here, we're going to move to Warrior Two, turning our left foot out, dropping back our arms to be parallel with the ground, bending that front knee, looking over the front left hand. Inhaling, lifting your heart. Exhaling, shoulder blades drawing down. We're going to inhale, bring our palms together. Give a little stretch. Exhale. Warrior 2. Actually, let's do an inhale on Warrior 2 and an exhale on our side stretch. Extending our legs, exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Find the rhythm with your breath and your movement. When you do your next one, complete that out. Meet me in Warrior 2. We're going to drop our right forearm on top of our left forearm on top of our left thigh. Reach up and over, finding the space all the way from those fingertips to the back blade of the back foot. Opening your heart towards the sky. Maybe looking up. I'm looking at the sun, so I'm closing my eyes. This is going to be our inhale. Our exhale, we're moving into reverse triangle, extending our front leg, dropping our back hand. Exhale. Inhale, side angle. Exhale. Extending the front leg. Inhale, moving through the poses, finding the movement in between where you fill your breath and empty your breath as you move. Finding that space. As always, you have freedom to add, subtract, go further, pull back in any way you want. Meet me in a Warrior 2 once you've completed your last round. And then we are just going to rotate to the front to our crescent lunge. Big inhale. Heart up. We're going to exhale into a Warrior 3. Inhale, crescent. You can continue to do Warrior 3 or you can do that curtsy. Continue to move with your breath. Let your breath move into all those places in your body. Finding that movement and tying it with your breath is what I want you just to have all your focus be on. When you finish your next round, meet me in crescent lunge. Big breath in. We're going to push up to the front of our mat, lifting our right leg wrapping over left. Giving yourself a hug, right arm underneath. Moving into your eagle pose. Really squeeze it all together. Squeeze it tight. Squeeze your arms, squeeze your legs. Feel the space between your shoulder blades broaden and stretch. Take a big breath in and exhale, squeeze it even deeper. On an inhale, move into your half moon. Unwinding. Woo. Right leg goes parallel with the ground. Right hand reaches for the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, eagle. Inhale, half moon. And then move along with your breath. This involves a lot of balance on this one. So, smile. Laugh it off if you fall. It's totally fine. If you wiggle and you wobble or you need a little chair, look. You need a little balance. There it is. Right? If you want to use that. And then extend. Be my guest. Move one more time through those rounds. End in the eagle. Inhale, reach your arms and your leg up. Exhale, plant your feet. Fold forward with a bend in your knees or not. And then just hang out. All right, we're going to come to a seated position. You can stand up or you can just plop yourself down back at the front of our mat. Bottoms of your soles of your feet together. So we've heard this called butterfly a lot, right? Growing up. It's Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. So both of our legs are making angles and we're holding our ankles. Bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana. I say it with a Spanish accent. All right, inhale, heart is high. Exhale, I want you to imagine on your exhale your jaw relaxes. Maybe your lips part a little bit. Still breathing in and out through your nose. Inhale, your spine is long. Exhale, imagine your hips releasing some tension perhaps. So you can take your hands, if you'd like to do this, and put them on the arches of your feet and open your feet so that the blades of your feet stay together and the tops of your feet draw away from each other. So you're opening your feet like a book. Yeah, like a book. When you do that, watch this part, my knees, and I open my feet, it gives my hips a little more rotation. I always thought this was a really good feeling in a passive way to open the hip because we're not pushing anything. We're just letting it plop open, letting it be. But I want you to think tall, long spine so that we don't end up in this position right here. All this space right here, open, open, open. Now I want you to take your right heel and draw it towards your left hip bone. So that's that right knee is going to come a little more forward. Then your left foot is going to step across your thigh. We're going to a twist, a seated twist. Your left hip bone kind of sinks back down towards the ground if it came up. Spine is long. Right hand comes up and hooks to the outside of your left hip. You can grab it like this or you can hook it on the outside. I'm going to twist and show you. So you can hook like this and twist to the back, or you can hook like this and twist to the back, whatever feels good to you. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, twisting. So it's a little deeper than we went in the beginning. Inhale, reach taller. Exhale, twist more. Inhale, coming back to the center. Our feet are going to stay right where they are, okay? Now this is one of those fun things. Like we did the rock and roll stand. We're going to twist ourselves all the way around through downward dog into our other side twist. Go with me on this. Your left foot is over your right leg. Put your hands on the right side of your body. So your left foot is right here. Your hands are on the right side of your body. Keep walking them. Walk them to the back. And then you're going to end up being untwisted. You're going to find yourself in a downward facing dog. Wide leg downward facing dog. So your feet are on the edges of your mat. Now just keep walking your hands around while you're bending your knees and twisting yourself around. If you keep your feet right where they are, they should pretty much end up back in a twist. Just take this stray left heel and pull it towards your hip. And if you're like, you ended up in some weird pretzel, that's okay. Just find yourself in a seated position, and then we're going to bring our left leg is underneath our right leg. Our right leg comes over our left thigh. When we get all twisted, sometimes we forget which side is right and left. I do. Anyways, and so that can happen. And I really just put a smile on your face and laugh it off. What else can you do? Inhale, left arm goes up and comes to that outer thigh. However you did the other side, try it on this side too. So whether you hooked with your elbow or you grabbed with your forearm. Inhale, long spine, exhale, twist. The reason why I say long spine and then twist is because we don't want to twist on a curved spine, right? That's not going to be good for our vertebrae if they're all crunched in like that. So we want to inhale, long spine, and then we twist. So we've given our spine all that space, and then we twist into it. Oh, you know how good it feels when we pop our back, right? Maybe you get a couple of pops out of this. All right, let's twist back. Walking all the way around. Keep going. Make a circle. Twist again. Have some fun with it. Smile if you get lost along the way and you lose your path. Laugh it off. Twist again. And come back to the other side. I know. Oh, yes. Come on out of that. Had an accent there for a minute. Putting your feet in front of you, knees bent. We're just going to slowly lower ourselves onto our spine. We're actually going to go into a shoulder stand. So if you are familiar with shoulder stand, you could carefully and gently get yourself on up in a shoulder stand. If you are not, I'll go with you on this. So what you're going to do is you are going to wiggle your shoulder blades underneath your back. So I'm pushing my triceps, let's say, into the ground. Then I'm going to put my hands underneath my lumbar spine. I'm going to bring both my feet up. Right at this point, they're over the top of my head. I'm going to push my hips forward so that they're in line with my shoulders, and then my feet come up. If being up high like this is scary for you, you can bend your knees. You can have your knees face the ceiling, but your feet might weigh you down. So if you want to just make a little table with your shins, you can do that too. Again, upside down. We're turning the frown upside down. We're letting the stress drain out of our body backwards. We're letting the blood go into our brain and give us the opportunity for maybe more happiness. Fun story. When I was little, I was learning how to do a headstand. I was, like I said earlier, 5, I guess, maybe 5, 6. My grandfather taught me how to do a headstand. So my nickname very quickly became Jenny Watch Me Wilson, because apparently every time I said anything, I would say, or anybody was around, I'd say, watch me, watch me, watch me. I was learning how to do a cartwheel, a headstand, anything to get upside down, but I wanted everybody to see it. So it was Watch Me Wilson. That was me. All right. So now we're going to, if you haven't brought your knees down, tuck your knees down towards your head, extend your arms, palms flat on the ground, start to roll yourself down. Now, I like to just pivot into fish pose from here. You can do it however you want. But if you want to pivot, you can just put your hands right underneath your hips as they come down, pressing into your forearms. And as your feet come down, you lift your heart. Head comes up off the ground. Neck is totally relaxed. Jaw is relaxed. Heart is reaching for the sky for a fish pose. Matsyasana. Maybe your jaw is so relaxed that your mouth is open. Maybe smile. Tuck your chin to your chest. Untuck your arms from underneath your body. Extend your legs long. Hug your right knee. We're going to recline twist. Let your right knee drop across your body. Right arm reaches in the opposite direction. Really getting all the twist out here. I told you we're going to wring it out. Ring and flow. Right? We flowed through poses with our breath. We twisted and wrung it out in all kinds of poses. Now our job is just to let go of any remaining tension or stress. Notice when the thought comes up and just exhale. Let it go. Let it just float off on its own little bubble. Inhale your right thigh back to your chest, switching legs. Left thigh comes in, give it a good hug, get a good stretch along that back spine. The back of your lower back. There we go. And then drop it across, reaching your left arm out. Big breath in, exhale, letting it go. Notice if at any point in any of these positions, when I said let go, or you released any stress, if any emotions came up, that's totally normal, by the way. It's totally normal to feel anger or sadness or frustration, irritation, excitement, joy. Sometimes when we release the place where we were holding the tension and the stress, we kind of have like a deja vu-y type of feeling where whatever brought that stress and tension to that space, it might be kind of hanging out. And by releasing it, we're letting something go. Letting go of things that don't really help us or serve us. Inhale, bring your left knee back to your chest, give it a hug, and extend your left leg out. Set yourself up for your Shavasana. So just getting comfy. Let your legs fall out, your toes fall out. Let your palms be up, relaxed, fingers curled. I'm just going to walk you through a quick little scan. As you inhale, imagine it going up into your head. Check in with your forehead, the space between your eyebrows, your temples, your jaw. When you exhale, let all those spaces relax. Those are places where we hold tension. I want you to imagine that inhale going into your brain, into every little part of your brain, your skull even, the spot right behind your ears, and tell your brain and your skull, all those places to relax. Just imagine it. Imagine the skin around your head relaxing. Sighing. I want you to do the same thing with your neck and your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Imagine it all just floating up and out of your body if there's anything left. Inhaling down into your arms and your fingers, your palms. And exhale. Let them sink heavily into the ground. Inhale big into your heart space, where we often clench if we have grief or sorrow or sadness. Tell yourself that it's going to be okay. Eventually, if it's not today, it will be. That you are loved, and releasing that stress you're still safe. It's going to be okay. Exhale. Big inhale all the way down into your gut, right where we get nerves. Fill that whole space in your core of your body with that confidence that you feel in mountain pose and in that starfish pose. And know that vulnerability is okay. Exhale, releasing anything there. Any insecurities you might have there. Inhaling all the way down into your hips. Exhaling, allowing maybe your feet fall out a little bit more when your hips release. Now inhale, imagine inhaling all the way down your spine. All the way down your spine. Big exhale, releasing all that, any tension that we might hold there. Inhaling all the way into your legs. Fronts of your thighs, the backs of your thighs, the backs of your knees, your kneecaps, even your shins and your calves. Exhaling, your legs just get like heavy lead weights. Allow them to just be so heavy. Now finally inhale all the way down into your feet that carry you around every day. Have gratitude for those feet. They've gotten you everywhere you needed to go. Exhale, let them just relax. With all the gratitude for them and everything they've done for you over the past however many years you've lived. Now just be. Be with your breath, be with your stillness, be with your weight of your body and the heaviness that you're letting it feel right now in this moment. You are welcome to stay here as long as you want. If you want to stay in Shavasana, you can stay there and lay there longer. If you're ready to get out, you can give yourself a big stretch, hug your knees into your chest, roll over onto your side. If that's comfortable. Let your body feel that comfort of laying in that fetal position for a couple moments, keeping your eyes closed. When you're ready, you can come up to a seated position. Bring your hands to your heart. They can lie flat on your heart or palm to palm. Inhale your heart up into your hands. I want you to imagine that you're in a room full of people who feel exactly the same way you are feeling right now, or the same way you feel when you feel stress or anxiety or worries. Because that's out there. We may not be together in person, but I know we are together in spirit. And I know that there's a community of very supportive people out there. So if you're feeling stress, just know that you are not alone. I created this class because I know that for a fact. Big inhale through your nose, sigh it out through your mouth. Open your eyes when you're ready. Thank you so much for taking this time for yourself. I really hope it brings more joy and peace to your day. I hope that you were able to let go of even at least a fraction of your stress. I know that you will be much happier and at peace, and then the more you feel like that, the more I know it will influence the people that you come across every single day. And so with that is exactly why I do this, and that's such a gift. So thank you for doing this for yourself. Hope you have the best day. Peace out.